see here. Welcome. All right, we are. Let's see if this works. There we go. There we go. That's what I want to get. I want to get the intro song, the Gateway to Freedom theme. There's other people. Oh, got to admit all of them. All right. There it is. One-man show. Woohoo. Ooh, we're getting people in here. We're getting people in here in the Gateway to Freedom Monday Night Zoom. Got some people joining us now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you could all make it. This is the, whoops, let me get this right. There we go. Welcome, everybody. I see some friendly faces, some familiar faces out there. Welcome, everybody. This is the Gateway to Freedom Monday Night Zoom. It's a place where real estate investors from all across the country can get together and learn, meet each other, learn from each other. And I am your host, Rich Groves. Why me? Who am I? Why am I the host of this call? Well, I am a real estate investor in the St. Louis area. I work both the Illinois and Missouri side of the St. Louis area. I did my first rehab. I purchased my first rehab in 2005, and I help people earn double-digit returns on their money backed by this magical thing called real estate. But what I like to do, and the format for these Zooms, are that I like to see the folks on the call, and I ask them if you want to share, that'd be great. Basically, I give everybody the opportunity to give us your quick 15-second elevator intro, I call it. And what we want you to do in that 15 seconds or less is give us your name, what market you invest in, what is your main investment strategy, and what's your biggest struggle right now. So with me right now, like I said, my name is Rich Groves. I'm in the St. Louis market. My investment strategy is I buy and hold. I flip properties. I do wholesaling as well. My biggest struggle right now is that folks need to give me better deals in a very specific zip code that I really like, 62206. So there's a little town here in the St. Louis area called Cahokia that I really like, and I need more deals. That's what my struggle is right now. So it's okay. I know I'm putting it out there for everybody to, be a little vulnerable. Give us your struggle. Tell us what you're struggling with right now. It's okay, because this community may be somebody might be here on this call that can help you out, or somebody might see the Zoom on replay on YouTube, and they might be able to help you out. So give us your struggle right now as well. But thanks, everybody, for getting on here. And I'm just going to go down this list, my little list here. I have folks that I see. I'm just going to call out the people that I see as I see them here. And I'm going to kick it off with Josh. Josh it's Pfeffer, right?
Pfeffer, yeah. Just drop the P and you got it.
All right, Josh, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Give us your 15-second elevator intro.
Yeah, absolutely. So Josh Pfeffer, in Jefferson County. It's where most of my work takes me. I'm really all over St. Louis for my W-2 job, but focused in mostly in Jefferson County because that's kind of where I'm at for the rest of my life. So started looking at wanted to purchase a rental and have somehow found myself accidentally wholesaling just a deal that wasn't gonna work out for my first rental, kind of flip and hold or buy and hold. And my biggest struggle right now is I was not planning on wholesaling this property. I was planning on investing in it myself. And the guys that I'm investing with don't feel comfortable taking on a big rehab for the first one. So now I'm struggling because I haven't built out a buyer's list. I haven't had the time with guys figured out really what their buy box was, and this was one that I was looking for myself. So I think the numbers make sense. I just I don't have that buyer's list built out. I just found myself in this position a little too soon.
No, that's not a problem. I'm sure there's somebody on this call that could probably help you out. So what we also like doing, everybody, if you can, drop your information in the chat. You can always, I don't know if you know, if you're savvy with Zoom, you can always download the chat and you'll get everybody's information that was here and drop their name, their email address, their phone number in the chat. You can do that. I ask everybody to do that. If you feel comfortable doing it, you may not feel comfortable doing that. That's fine, but it's a way to connect and keep connecting even after the call. So make sure you do that if you can, Josh, if you feel comfortable doing that. And next on this list, this is one of our speakers from last year's 2025 Gateway to Freedom Conference that's here in St. Louis. Dustin, what is going on, sir?
How are we doing, guys?
Not
Glad to be
bad.
on the call. Don't think I've ever been on one of these calls. So
I know you haven't, man.
message.
Glad. I'm pumped, brother. I'm pumped. Glad you're here.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. So, guys, my name's Dustin Hogue. Like Rich said, I do speak. I'm also a coach. I run a local coaching organization and coach actually across the country. People who are investing or people who want to get into investing or scale their business. And then my wife and I invest heavily in the St. Louis area. Currently, we're holding about 40 single family rentals. We've had up to 75. We flip, I don't know, 8 to 10 a year. And then constantly coaching new people to get into the business as well. I like single family properties. I don't like multifamily. I don't like apartments. I am a single family boring guy. Give me long-term rentals and just where it's just boring because success is boring. A lot of St. Charles, a little bit of West St. Charles, of course, North County, good parts of North County, into West County. I would say my biggest struggle right now is, I'm blessed enough that I can always find a deal when I need a deal, but it's definitely helping the students get into that. We've been doing it for 10 years, so I'm always working on deal flow to help them out as well. So that's kind of what's going on in our world.
Awesome, man. Thanks for being here, Dustin. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Buddy. Hopefully you find some value here.
Yeah.
Think you will. I've got a guy that I just know by one name. He's like Cher. He's like Madonna. His name is Thunder. We got Jamie Thunder Meyer on the call. Buddy, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Oh, you're muted. And if you don't feel like sharing, that's fine. No, you're good.
Yes, no, thanks for inviting me on the call. So,
yeah.
I'm in I'm living in Minnesota, but I'm actually looking for tennis stuff in Tennessee.
Okay.
Whatever that may be. Most of it's multifamily. I will take a flip here and there once in a while, but at the moment, it's mostly multifamily and yeah, I guess I'd say that's probably most of it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like you said, knowing you for a while, right?
Yeah. We have, man. We've known each other for years now.
We learning from Amy how to raise some private money.
That's right. That was the game changer, man. Yeah. I tell everybody that isn't fluent at that's the game changer. And just knowing your story and how it changed your life and how it changed how you do business, man. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It is, brother. It is
fun.
It's awesome.
It's fun, just like you said, talking to people. Marketing yourself and talking to people.
Right. Absolutely. I see. Is that a bag? Are you getting ready to hit the road? Is that a travel bag I see back there?
No, I just got back. So I just got back from Nashville, so I'm good.
Okay. Is that where you fell in love with Tennessee? Was a trip to Nashville?
No, I got a good buddy of mine lives there, and he invited me down, and I love the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And Eastern Tennessee is actually better, and the Smoky Mountains. That's really cool. Really cool area.
That was my next question was, does it need to be Nashville or can it be anywhere in Tennessee?
I'm looking at the southern part of Nashville. Franklin, there's a Franklin, and then there's a Spring Hill south of Nashville. So that's awesome. Where I'd be relocating it.
All righty. Awesome. If anybody knows anything in the Tennessee area, specifically where he said, hit up Thunder, and maybe you guys can make some lightning happen. That'd be great. I see a guy out here I know him as Stevie D. What's going on, Stevie?
Hey, good evening, Rich. How are you today?
I'm great, buddy. I'm great.
As Rich said, my name's Stevie D. That's what my friends call me anyways. And I'm a landlord. I've done one wholesale deal in my whole life as a joint venture. I own a little small piece of two apartment buildings out in Phoenix. So I'm the smallest partner in the whole deal. And I have a house in Rich's favorite zip code, which is Cahokia, by the way. He didn't say the name.
Right. I didn't, did I?
And I'm 99 and 0.9% done with the scope of work because we're going
Okay.
to rehab it and either sell it outright or wrap it. And with all my big investments, my struggle, and it's not a big struggle, but I need to raise about 10 grand for the rehab. So if
Okay.
anybody knows anybody that would be interested, let me know. And
Look,
it'll probably have the money, need the money for maybe 3 months tops, maybe even less. My contractor works very quickly. In
and is
fact,
that is the house that you're backing that with, is it free and clear right now, or would this be a
yeah,
second?
there's no liens against it.
So it'd be a first position?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
If anybody's looking to and what kind of returns are you giving on that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm,
Discussion to be
you
had.
know, a couple 2% maybe.
Yeah,
would be
right.
nice.
It sounds about right. Sounds about what's going right now. Yeah. No.
I'll take your advice on that, Rich. And one other thing, you said you were having a problem with the leads, right?
Well,
In
just I mean,
Cahokia.
you can never have enough leads, right? And
Well,
well, let me clarify that. The thing is, that area is a depressed area. If you don't know, it's a depressed area in the St. Louis area. Houses are super cheap, super cheap. They should be. Well, wholesalers are trying to freaking skin every day, and like any market, right?
yes,
The
yes.
wholesalers are trying to skin the living daylights out of everything. It's like, man, why are you bringing me this wholesale deal? I can go direct to seller and be all in, like purchase, rehab, holding costs, everything for 50K or less.
Yep.
And you're trying to wholesale it to me for 60? Are you kidding? This doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
I just need good deals for people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, you're actually right, because both of the ones I've had there, I was into them for 30 at the start. This one I had to put a new roof on, so maybe I'm into it for 37 or so. But, you know, um, the other one I had was similar, and I sold it for 62.5. This one I think I can get more.
Awesome.
And the
Awesome.
only
What'd
other
you
thing I
do?
want to tell you, Rich Caleb mentioned something in the chat, about leads. He said call them.
Yep, you got to call those leads. That's right.
I just
I
wanted to
do have a
help.
list of he's talking about a list of leads I've got to call, and I do. He and I were just talking. I think yesterday, was it yesterday, Caleb? I forget. But yeah, there's a list of leads I do have to call. So he's dead right.
I think
That's
that's
right.
the key.
It is the key. It is 100%. The fortune is in the follow up. You may have
Yes.
heard that before, right?
Yep.
For sure.
And the house I just talked about, there's one you were in for a few minutes one time.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. And that's great to hear that's moving along. Glad to
Yep.
hear it, buddy. All right, I'm going
Thanks.
to move on to Miss B. I see a Miss Bettina out there. Miss Bettina, how are you today? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
You're good. You're good.
I'm great. I'm great. Good to meet everybody. My name is Bettina. Everybody calls me Miss B for Bettina because I don't like to be a Bertha or a Bethany. So Miss B works fine. So I'm a wholesaler. I'm also boots on the ground. And right now I have y'all, somebody said something about buyers. Oh my God. I have buyers for St. Louis, Alton, Belleville, Springfield, Cahokia. This just It's just beyond me how I got this just so quickly. But in any cahoots, I'm actually looking to partner up with somebody on some co-living deal. Somehow, that's just, I don't know, it's just been in my spirit for so long. It's like, whoa, these guys are like doctors, attorneys, nurses, railroad workers that need to be housed because they actually come here for 5, 6 months at a time. I didn't realize that, and then I just got deeper into it, and wow, I'm just amazed at how much information you get. You're not looking for it.
Right.
So that's me, really, much in a
What's
nutshell.
your biggest struggle right now, though? What would you say? You're just trying to find somebody to do the co-living?
You know what? Yes, I'd like to find someone that is however God works that out. But in the meantime, I'm looking for properties that are in foreclosure. And you know what? It just so happened. I was at work today and I'm like, you know what? I was on a break, I took my 30-minute lunch break
Okay.
calling people in foreclosure. That's how deep
Fantastic.
it gets. Yeah. So that's how serious I am about getting away from my 9 to 5 and getting fully into this.
Good deal. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
That's great. Well, thanks for
it's good to see
sharing.
you again. You guys have to come with me. We have to sit down. I'm a foodie. We have to
Yeah.
sit down somewhere, eat, and discuss this. I need this, y'all.
Wednesday night, there'll be a place you can grab some food and talk to people. This coming
Yeah, well,
Wednesday
right
night,
now.
just letting you know. The
Yeah,
Gateway to
send
Freedom
me
Meetup
on that
and
Wednesday.
people in St. Louis area is this coming Wednesday night. Go to g2freemeetup.com. It's free, so I'm not selling you anything. It's free.
What's the address? What's the address on that?
g2freemeetup.com.
Okay.
We ask everybody you'll get all the details and information there. Yep.
Okay.
Address there.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah.
Awesome.
No
Let's roll.
www needed. Just g2freemeetup.com. All right. Yep.
Okay.
All right. And I've got Garrett Browning. Mr. Browning, long time no see, my friend.
How are you? Good evening.
Not bad. How you doing? Give us your 15-second or less elevator intro.
Okay. My name is Garrett Browning. I'm here in St. Louis. I sell vinyl plank flooring. I have a warehouse here in St. Louis, another one at the Lake of the Ozarks, and also getting into investing.
Heck yeah. What kind of
my wife
investing?
and I have, we have one rental so far and looking for more rentals or flips, and just about to start a direct mail campaign and try to go direct if I can because I'm having trouble finding deals. So
sure,
I'm out there trying to do it.
That's great. Now, where are you looking for your rental properties? Like where would you like your rental properties to be?
We prefer like along Highway 44. So Pacific, House Springs, Eureka, Fenton, South County is what we prefer, but it's just hard to come by. It seems like everything's in North County or South City, and we haven't made that leap yet. I think we want to stay in familiar territory first and then branch.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Sure. No, I completely understand that. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, at all. Just you got to fine tune how you market to that area, right? So you don't get you're not casting the same net in the same ponds everybody else.
Yeah, trying to figure that out. Yes.
Exactly. Right.
See how the direct mail goes.
That's right. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on here, Garrett.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, buddy. All right. I've got, so those are all the folks that I actually see their faces because their cameras are on, but that's okay. I'm going to actually, show my non-video participants. I'm going to start calling out folks that are out here. I saw a couple people had their camera on for a second, and then they said, nope, I'm going to back out. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go here and start calling out people I see. I see my good friend Emerson. What's going on? How are you, sir? You didn't let me down. You told me you were coming.
Hey, Rich. Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
Very good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Now, have you ever met this guy named Thunder? Do you know this guy?
You know what? He sounds familiar. I don't know.
That's
How you
fantastic.
doing, man?
Good, buddy. So give everybody your 15-second or less elevator intro.
Absolutely. My name's Emerson Brand. I'm a general contractor. I'm based out of Los Angeles, California. I'm in the West Coast. Some people call it the wrong coast, but hey, it's okay. So I do a lot of fix and flips out here, and I'm hoping that towards the end of this year, I can start looking at multifamily. But yeah, right now, my main thing is focusing on my GEC company and my construction company and making sure that I can finish the year strong. So I'm working on my pipeline for the next 3 quarters.
Absolutely.
Or 2 quarters, whatever we have left.
That's awesome, man. What don't you have some kind of an event coming up soon?
So I did, I did a workshop on Friday.
Okay.
And it's basically talking about how to utilize ADUs, junior ADUs, especially here in California, right? To basically create, rental income.
And tell everybody what an ADU is in case they don't know.
An additional dwelling unit. So that would be an added living space within your property. Junior ADU would be added living space either within your main house or attached to your main house.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Hopefully that went well. Did it go well?
It did. You know what? People always learn something, which is great. And one of the things that we do with this particular workshop is that not only do I present the whole thing of how to avoid fraud, basically, right?
Mhm.
So basically, talk about the different steps in building an ADU, building a junior ADU, or um, what they can expect, what the process is from looking into zoning, getting blueprints, getting permits, all the way through the end of construction, setting up your payments. But we also bring in um, an insurance company. So we had someone from an insurance company talk about the value that it adds, right, and how they can also um, limit the risk or liability in the process.
Okay. That's
We've
awesome.
had, yeah, in the past we had an attorney talk about how they should set it up.
Mhm.
And we have an appraiser as well. Not every market has ADUs for sale. So what
Sure.
value does it really add? Is it an economic value, or is it just, added value in terms of maybe rental, or added value in terms of, maybe family member, maybe something along those lines, right? That
Sure.
family member that moves in. So it helps in um, lowering your mortgage payments.
Sure. Sure.
So
Yeah. I'd love to talk to you maybe more. Maybe we could have you on as like a special, one of our special guest speakers, just to kind of walk through like what the process is. I know you're out in California, and it might be a little different in other markets, like you mentioned, but I think just the general concept, it'd be great to talk about it and how, what things you
right.
should
I
look
mean,
for. Yeah.
the building codes and zoning may be different in different parts of they are different in different parts of the state and different parts of the country, right?
Right.
But the building process, it's always going to be the same.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to talk. Let's talk more about that, because I'd love to bring you back on and talk about that a little more. I think it's an
And
interesting
then
thing.
I believe a gentleman was talking about scopes of work. That's something else that I'm gonna be teaching with here locally. We have a lot of new investors always wanting to learn, right?
Right.
But a lot of times, everybody talks about how to find the deal, how to find the money for it, but they don't teach you about what goes into the actual work of, fixing and flipping if you're an investor that does fix and flips, or if you do the Burr method, you still need to rehab it, right? So
Right.
what's the process in terms of rehabbing the property? So
Sure.
just trying to help
Absolutely.
people out, learn.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. That's great, and I love talking to people that help want to, I. You know me. Everybody on the call pretty much knows me. I just want to connect people. I want to get people connected to other people that can enrich their lives, help them in their journey, whatever. And there's a lot of different ways that can happen. And so I'm glad you're sharing that. And I want to make sure that that anybody that has something to offer, once we get through all of these, I'm going to go back around and see if anybody has anything they want to talk about or share. And 100%. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, Emerson.
Yeah, thank you for the invite, man.
Absolutely,
Great
brother.
to meet you, everybody.
Absolutely.
And I
All
did
right.
drop off my information there, so if you
Yeah.
guys want to add me onto your list,
Fantastic, man.
please do so.
That'd be great. Awesome. Thanks, Emerson. Appreciate that. Let's see. Who else have I not called on yet? This is not the sausage man. Well, he's not the sausage maker, but we've got on the Zoom tonight, we've got the Jimmy Dean. What's going on, Jimmy? Oh, you're muted.
All right, try that.
There you go.
Yeah. Talking to some of your buddies today.
Oh, yeah?
We went and walked the property. The Red Maple, I think I went with today.
Oh, okay.
And
Good
Dave
guys.
and I forgot the other guy's name.
Jason, probably.
Bro, I don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I'll have to talk to Dave tomorrow and find out what his name was.
Yeah.
We was a little earlier. They were a little late, and we was up in the apartment. And I looked out on the balcony, and they were down there. I said, "Hey, you looking for somebody buying this place?" He goes, "Yeah." No,
That is
we all
great.
met up, and then it worked out. So we had a pretty good walk through there, and had pretty good ideas to go around. So
Great. That's fantastic, buddy. Well, tell everybody who you are, what market you do, what your strategy is, and what your biggest struggle is right now.
Well, my market is Illinois, or was Illinois. I got some single families over there. I've got a smaller apartment over here, but I'm trying to get out of Illinois into Missouri for less regulation, less taxes, just a better place to invest. So I talked to you, I messaged you on Messenger and asked if you had a couple property managers that can maybe run something down there. And I'm looking at a 10 to 30, 40 units, found a couple 24, 26 units right now I'm looking at. So pretty good numbers on them. Had some pretty good ideas come out of Dave and his buddy and about dog parks and gates and fences and trying to make it more secure, make them more. So there's a lot of good stuff we went through today. And I got another property I'm supposed to look at maybe Friday.
Okay.
And we'll talk to a different property manager so I can kind of get a different feel for who's going to do best for me. And
Right.
we'll try to make a decision to get at least one of them, hopefully.
100%. Well, then is your biggest struggle right now finding the right property manager for you?
No, I thought
Okay.
they were great. I thought
Yeah.
we hit it off. I thought they had a lot of good ideas. I think they were pretty smart in the business and know what they're doing. Hopefully the next one gives me a challenge and they're just as good. So probably now I need to raise probably $1 million.
Right. Okay. So $1 million is what he's looking for, everybody.
Yeah.
So if you got that laying around,
Yeah.
or you know
Give you a
people
good
that do.
Double-digit returns backed by real estate.
That's right, Jim. I met Jimmy at Real Estate Investor Conference, Amy Majori's Raising Private Money Conference this past June, right? I think that's when
Yeah.
we met.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the summer. I don't remember exactly, but yeah.
Yeah. It was down in Florida.
You're from St. Louis? Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Somebody said, and because Tatiana was there, and I think she said, "Hey, you got to meet this other guy from St. Louis."
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, welcome. Glad you can make it on here again. Always
Thank
like
you.
seeing you, buddy.
Sure.
And I got to stop with the jokes about the sausage, man.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm used to it.
I'm-
It makes people remember your name better that way.
that is true. That is true. I got to find a way for people to remember my name. But anyway, well, thanks for being here, bud. Let's see, Miss Sears. I've got Miss Sears on the call today. She's still just sitting out there. You are always camped out right in front of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Hi, Rich. Hello, everyone. My name is Charlene Sears, and I am in the Missouri market. I'm on this side of the town. I see my business coach in here tonight. Dustin Hogue is my business coach. So, guys, if you guys are looking for a coach, he is great. Like,
That's awesome.
really, really. He's really, really good. I have to give it to him. And I say this because I've had coaches before him, but none like him. So, and I'm not just saying this because he's on the call, but I'm saying it because of, just because of the training and everything that he's instilled in me and, the other people that I've grown to learn in his, in his coaching group. But nonetheless, I just got done completing a rehab in Florissant. So right now I'm in the process of looking for a tenant. I am a real estate investor. So not only am I looking for a tenant for this rehab, but I'm also looking for my next deal. So I'm looking for a 3 and 2, preferably in Florissant, Blackjack, Hazelwood, Bell Fountain, Overland, U City, and perhaps Woodson and Edmondson.
Okay.
But I'm learning also too that I can't just limit myself. But I also know at the same time, the closer you are to the area, you have a better chance of checking up on your deals more so than when they're far away.
Right. That's
But
true.
that's pretty much it for me. So if
Very
anyone has a deal, please bring it my way. I can put my name and phone number and email address in the chats.
Yes, ma'am. Please do. Please do. And
Absolutely.
once again, everybody, please do that. If you feel comfortable doing that, please put your name, your email address, your phone number, and even to help other folks that are in different markets, like what market you're investing in as well. But yeah,
Okay.
thanks. Thank you, Charlene, for being here. Appreciate you.
I'm here every week.
I know you are. I love it. I love it. You're committed. You are. I appreciate that.
No
I love
problem.
seeing you
Have a good night.
and hearing from you every single time.
Yep. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see. I think it's our last but not least. I don't know if I've it looks like I've gotten everybody else. And I'm saying this. I'm calling you out, Stevie D. I'm calling you out just so you hear me say it one more time. Maybe it'll sink in this time. This gentleman's name is Caleb Geiger. Caleb, how are you, sir?
What's up, Rich?
Not much, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Getting ready to go to bed.
Oh, I know. You're out there in London time. No,
Uh,
sorry.
well, yeah, my name is Caleb. I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. Right now, I'm getting into new construction. Got some land. I'll build a house on it this year. My biggest struggle right now is recruiting.
Recruiting.
Yeah,
What kind of recruiting?
Um, well, I guess I messed up on my elevator pitch.
That's all right.
I build AI automation systems for business owners. So recruiting more people into that business.
Oh, got you. Yeah, yeah. Because it's phenomenal. I'm using Caleb's product and have in the past as well, and it's phenomenal. And so if anybody's interested in how that looks, I highly recommend him and highly recommend you sit down and talk to him as well, or get on a Zoom with him as well. Because do you say where you were? I forgot. Did you tell everybody where you were from? What market?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, you probably already did. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so phenomenal thing. Outbound calling, inbound calling, all that. It's amazing. Sorry. Now I'm pitching for you. Sorry, Caleb.
That's the best pitch.
It is. Yeah. Everybody else is, yeah. But no, seriously. So, recruiting people to try to get into into your AI business.
Yes, recruiting and it's recruiting talent. Yes,
the talent.
That would be the proper term, I suppose.
The talent. Okay. Fantastic. Well, thanks for being on here, buddy. I appreciate you.
You bet, man.
All right. And I'm going to open this up now to anybody that wants to kind of share anything. If you got something that you think might benefit the St. Louis Real Estate Investor Meetup, St. Louis, golly, I just flubbed it because that's normally what I say when I'm talking about my local meetups. Anything that can assist anybody across the country and the whole U.S. real estate investor market, industry, whatever you want to call it. I'd love to see throw that hand up if you can. But while we're waiting for people to warm up, just want to remind everybody we'll have the next one of these, and we're not like wrapping up right now. I'm just letting you know the next one of these is March 2nd. It's a different link than the one you used today. The one you used today is always the same link for the third Monday of the month. We have a separate link for the second or the first Monday of the month. So it's the first Monday of the month and the third Monday of the month every month. So March 2nd is the next one. If you want the link, need the link, just drop your email in the chat. Say, send me the link or something, and I will make sure you get it. But does anybody want to share anything? Like what do you have? You have any deals? You have anything going on? What do you have that can help the folks on this call? Anybody?
Yes.
I'll say a couple things.
Hey, if you see somebody that's more nervous than me that can do it, if I can do it, you can do it. Make the calls, people.
Okay.
Make the calls.
That's good. You get nervous. You get nervous making calls?
Yeah, these guys want help, but some of them, of course, you're going to get cussed out. You may get hung up on, but they don't really realize they really need the help, and I want to help them. Somehow they're going to just keep calling. Don't bug them, but keep calling them. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not. I mean, there's probably a chance you're not going to get the worst. The worst feedback I had from a potential homeowner was a recommendation to unalive myself. That I should be so embarrassed. That she recommended I unalive myself. But anyway, hopefully YouTube won't take this down for that. But anyway, no, yeah, you're right, Bettina. That's good. Thank you for sharing that. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people watching this, and maybe a lot of people may need to hear that. So thanks for sharing that. Anybody else?
I'll say a couple things just kind of based on what people talked about. First of all, how Caleb said that he has to recruit talent. I did a video, 3 weeks ago, and as a CEO of any company, you really have three main jobs. First of all, it's always lead generation. That's your main job. I don't care what business you're in, but it's lead generation. Your dentist, your doctor, your church, your school, everybody's first job is lead generation. And as a CEO, you lead, or in this business, you lead generate for three things. You always constantly lead generate for talent. That's your contractors, your title companies, your coaches, your mentors, whatever it is, you constantly need to be lead generating for talent. Number 2, you constantly need to be lead generating for money. And number 3, lead generate for deals. If you spend most of your time doing those 3 things, you're going to be successful in this business. And then about the cold calling, long time ago, I had advice that says your first 1,000 cold calls are going to suck. So just get them out of the way. So just go do it.
That's so true.
And the last thing, I am, and I will post the link in here, but I'm actually doing an event this coming Saturday. It's an all-day event for obviously the local people, although I would love for you people to fly in if you want. But this is where I met Charlene. This is where she signed up last year. This event, we hold nothing back. It's from 9 to 3. I will walk you through an actual live house. We walk you through everything. It's $27. Anybody that wants to come, we still have probably about 15 to 20 more seats. So I'll put that in the chat, and I would love to see anybody there.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you.
Sure, that would help. I'm sure that would help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else have anything they want to share that might help some people on this call or rewatching it? Because remember, this is on the YouTube. It might get 4 or 5 rewatches.
Okay, maybe I'm bugging. Does anybody door knock anymore?
Yes.
Because I do.
Caleb does?
And I love it.
You both do. Okay. Now, what makes you share? How do you? Are you prospecting before you go door knock, or are you driving around saying, driving for dollars, and you see a high grass or snow that hasn't been plowed or whatever, you go up there and knock on the door? So is it something you see as you're driving, or is it planned?
Well, for me, it's planned, because if I'm trying to call you and you're not answering, well, sometimes, like you said, Rich, it takes you to get out there. If that place is up the street and around the corner, you best believe I'm coming with a sticky note.
Sure.
I'm coming with a sticky note.
It's a great idea. I've seen if you're out there doing that and you're door knocking, double check. I'm not an attorney. You may double check on the legality of this. I think it is okay as long as you don't put it in the mailbox. But like the postal service has those little envelopes, those cardboard envelopes for, if you grab those. And I used to have somebody I did it a while myself, but I would write a note inside one of those, like I want to buy your house, blah, 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 whatever, and stick it inside one of those things. And I'd put it in the door because, people, the sticky note may blow off or whatever, but one of those things sticking in the door, people are going to want to get that out of their door. But, or one of those, mailer, what I'm talking about? The cardboard mailer things that you'd send a letter in a cardboard thing so it doesn't bend up. Anyway, I don't know I think they still have those things. But anyway,
yeah, kind of like a postcard. That's kind of like a postcard.
Kind of, but it's like an envelope. It's like you may have gotten them from like FedEx. You may have gotten them from Postal Service as well, where you open it up and it's usually like documents, right? Usually inside of it.
Okay.
Anybody know what I'm talking about? Am I just speaking goofy stuff here? I don't know. Anyway,
I think they're flat rate mailers.
What are they called?
Regardless, keep going. I'm learning.
Yep. They're the flat rate mailers you can get. Yeah. They're in like bins at the post office. Yep.
You're absolutely right. Yep, you're absolutely right. So I used to do that when I was driving around, driving for dollars. I'd have like a stack of those, and I'd write a quick little note, throw it in there, put it in the door. Never put it in the mailbox. Never put it in the mailbox. I know that's illegal unless you have proper postage. But anyway, that's great. No, anybody else have anything they want to share? Anybody have any deals they want to pitch or any needs? Like what kind of, I know everybody kind of said what they're looking for. Does anybody have any deals or anything? Any questions? What kind of questions you got out there? And this is open. Look, folks, you're in a safe environment, right? As a corporate trader, I've learned to make sure people know that. Yeah, Stevie D, what's going on?
I have a question is if anybody has had the experience of foreclosing on somebody in Illinois, because I heard their laws are a little more homeowner friendly.
I haven't myself.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Is anybody else?
I've got a lawyer that specializes in landlord. He's landlord specialty. I'm in with him, and it's not too much. I think it's like $250 a year. But anything, any of his expenses, he goes over the top. He can, and he's based in Illinois, up by me, but anywhere in Illinois he can work. I can send you his number.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's the one house I want to wrap, and I have something else coming up over there that I might want to wrap as well. And
Yeah, Landlord Legal, I think, is his company.
yeah,
My daughter-in-law works for him, and I'm booked up with him. Yeah, he's got a buddy. It's kind of funny, in the same town. He's got a buddy that's on the tenant side, so they're always meeting up. And
okay.
But
Yeah,
he's
when we're done
smart.
tonight, hang back on the Zoom for a little bit when Rich cuts that off, and
Sure,
we'll
Steve.
connect there.
Okay,
Thanks, Jimmy.
no problem.
It's awesome.
Also, somebody else that might be able to help with that is Ryan Kerner, who owns Freedom Title.
Yep.
And Freedom
Oh, okay.
Title is based on both sides of the river.
Yep. They do. You're right.
I think I worked with them once. Thanks, Dustin.
Yep, absolutely.
And you spoke
said
at, go
You
ahead,
said it was Ryan Turner.
with a
Yes.
K. Yep. KERNER.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freedom Title. If you get a hold of Freedom Title, they could probably patch it through to him, to his voicemail or something like that.
Okay.
Great guy, especially
Yeah.
when he's on your side.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whew. Yeah. Josh, what do you got, buddy?
I feel like an idiot even having to ask this, but what do I do finding myself in the situation where I don't have a great buyer's list, but I've got a contract on a property that I am confident the numbers work on it. Other than just blasting to Facebook, I feel like.
Just send to me. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, right. He beat me to it. He beat me to it. Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. If you reach out to that, you guys could call me and check. I don't know anybody on here. I would reach out to experienced investors who've been out here for a while. Because you know they're not fly by night and they're going to be gone in 3 months, or they're going to take your lead and try to undercut you and stuff like that. But work out some kind of JV agreement with them and work it together. That'd be my number one recommendation to do. They may not. I mean, you might call. I'm not picking on Dustin, but you might call Dustin, and Dustin's like, I don't like wholesaling. Don't worry about it. But I might be interested in buying it. And run it by him, and he might want to buy it. Or you might reach out to Thunder, and Thunder says, "Yeah, I'm buying everything." But I would that's what I would do. I'd reach out to experienced investors that are out there that maybe have and while you're because you're fairly new at this, right, Josh?
Yeah, very. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, reach out to folks that you see on this call even, or you can always reach out to me and say, hey, is there somebody you recommend other than me? No.
Josh, where's the house at?
It's in High Ridge.
Down
Okay.
south.
Okay, Jeff County. So I mean, I may know some people. I know for fact. And I think Dustin and I are probably thinking of the same guy that would probably love to buy it out there, but maybe not.
And my other concern is I didn't even know where to price this for putting it on something like this. So I asked some other wholesalers, and they all gave me kind of the same number. And I was like, man, that just I'm going to hurt myself probably here. But I said that's fine, knowing that I could work that some. That like. That's not really my price, but at least I have some wiggle room. And I feel like I maybe just outpriced myself on it. I've had 4 people come and walk it, and it was just posted, 2 days ago. So I guess that's promising, but I really don't know how this works. Like I signed the contract thinking that I was going to lock this up and we were going to, flip it. And like I said, my source of money said, hey, I really don't feel great about that much work on the first one.
Sure.
And I said, okay, well, let me see what I can do with it instead, other than, having to tell the homeowner, we're not actually going to buy it at what we agreed to.
Right.
So and I don't know. I find myself in this weird position where I felt like maybe I took some input from other people who've been doing this, and maybe it was the wrong input to take. So
yeah, and that you're going to, especially lately, right? You definitely need to vet anybody giving you information, vet anybody giving you education, because especially like I brought this up at my conference even last October. I was like, I think we went astray during the good days. We got astray from the standard recipe, the standard formula that has been out there for real estate investing for 50 freaking years recently, because anybody can get a contract offering $1 million for a $400,000 house, right? If you overbid, you're going to get 900 houses under contract. But can you get rid of them? Can you move them? So that, you got to go back to the tried and true formulas. But again, if you got a good deal and if the numbers do make sense, and probably Dustin and Thunder and all you guys that have been doing this a while can probably back it up. Good deal, the buyers will come. If you got a good deal, buyers will come. So it's when you don't that they won't. So if you've just had it out there for a few days and you've already had 4 people walk in it, maybe it's not so bad. But I'd be more than happy to walk you through like the numbers and how you came up with them and stuff like that, and see if it does make sense for you. I mean, if it does really make sense, but
Sure.
I'm sure some other folks would probably offer their opportunity to work with them on that too.
And something else I would say is if you are going to sell it to someone, which is awesome, vet the buyer as much as possible, because right now there's a lot of people out there that are just putting something else under contract to put something else under contract. Yeah. And that, especially if you're coming across the clock, you don't want to be in that situation where your end buyer doesn't show up.
Yeah. 100% agree with that. 100%.
Yeah.
Agree with that.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. No problem. Anybody else have anything? We got some time here. We got a little, usually it takes us forever to get through all the intros and stuff. You guys were really good on time. Does anybody have anything they want to add to their 15 seconds? Maybe take another 15 seconds. What are you guys doing right now to find leads? Those of you that are working these, that maybe you're direct to seller, what are you doing right now to find leads?
Auction.com.
Auction.com? And what do you do with that?
Yeah. Well, actually, now I pull up auction.com and I'll see the properties, and now I just take it and copy it and paste it into True People Search and start searching.
Okay.
Somebody answers, fine. If they don't, hey, I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. So just helping people that may not know where you're going with this. So why do you go to auction.com?
Well, because if your house is getting ready to be foreclosed on, you best believe it's going to be on auction.com. Now, I have found that, sometimes people will have paid up their arrears, whereas they really shouldn't be on there.
Mm-hmm.
But you just never know.
Right.
You just never know. True. And some people have passed. I found myself, helping some others find people that are heirs to those properties.
Sure.
And so that in itself made me start reading this book on getting the funds that they actually have if the house is sold. Once the house is sold in auction, a lot of those people have money coming back, but the bank won't tell them that.
Sure.
They want to hold that money. They just want to get their money out. But once they do sell that house in auction, I found that, oh my God, there's so many people in that aspect too.
Yeah.
So I'm just working it all.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot of angles you can work with that. That's great. No, I'm glad that's an advanced technique right there. Way to go, Bettina.
Hey, I'm not giving up.
No. That's good. That's great. That's phenomenal. What else? Who else is finding leads maybe in a different way than people have normally? And not that I want you to give up your secret, but I mean, is anybody anybody working leads, finding leads in a way that they didn't know they would be? Like if somebody would have told you a year ago you're going to find some leads doing something, you're like, no, but now you are. Anybody? What's that?
Door knocking.
Oh, you're doing door knocking? Okay, all right.
When I can now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a tip here's a golden tip, especially like Josh, you're talking about buyers, finding buyers, how you build a buyers list. There's everybody's heard of driving for dollars, right? When you're driving around looking for distressed properties that look like they're not being maintained very well, whatever. I also have I'm not going to take credit for coming up with this phrase. Maybe somebody else has. I haven't heard anybody else call it this. Driving for dumpsters. It's the other way around. You drive around looking for dumpsters. You see a dumpster in a neighborhood. Somebody's doing a rehab or they're cleaning out a house or something. So that might be a buyer, right? It might be a person that's doing a rehab. So if you go in there, it might be the contractor, but at least for the contractor can put you in touch with who the owner is, and maybe get their contact information that way too. So now you can reach out and say, hey, you know what? I see you're rehabbing a house in this neighborhood. I just happened to put one under contract in this neighborhood too. Would you be interested in looking at another one, or are you interested in buying any more? Things like that. So there's that one too, driving for dumpsters. When you see a dumpster, stop and go talk to people. And even if they're not there, maybe the neighbor knows who owned that house, who just bought that house or something. So, anybody done that?
I've had agents stop me or come by my job sites when they see dumpsters, which I'm like, I've coached hundreds of agents, and I'm like, man, good for you.
Yeah,
like that's huge.
Sure, it is. I mean, it's, you don't think of that. A lot of people don't think of that, right? If nothing else, like especially like new investors will think, dang it, I missed one, or I wish I'd have known about that one, or whatever, right? They immediately go there with it instead of, oh, you know what? Maybe I can go build my buyer's list instead. Maybe let me go talk to this person.
Something else, I've never done it. I've had a coaching student that's done it, and he's probably bought 8-9 houses that way.
Mm-hmm.
Estate sales on Facebook Marketplace.
Ooh.
So he sees the estate sale posted, and he just shows up.
Nice.
And just starts talking.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, that's genius.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, it is. I've done that a couple times, but it wasn't anything I ever did consistently. It's just something where, like, if I was driving down the road and I saw estate sale today, I was like,
it worked out well because his wife was like a yard sailor. Like, she flipped stuff all day long from yard sales. So now they teamed up doing it. I'm like,
what we married Gary Vee's sister?
Right, exactly.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's phenomenal. She's over there looking for things she can flip at the yard sale. He's talking to people about how they want to sell the house.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Anybody else have any nuggets?
The other one too. The other one with dumpsters, you can when you're flipping it, invite the neighbors over to put in whatever they want in there, put their shit in there too, and then, like you said, you make more connections. You never know, you might get their house or a house down the road too.
That's a great idea.
You also have someone watching your house.
Yeah, true. True. That's for real. That's a real thing. I mean, that really is. Yeah. I had a neighbor call me one time because I'd given him my card and went across the street. Some elderly guy that, went across the street, gave him my card. And he called me one time when there were some young kids that broke into the house. They weren't doing anything except like sitting around. They damaged it a little bit, but they were sitting around on like 5-gallon buckets eating candy. Just wanted to break in, I guess. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah.
Hey, Rich, what was that thing Frank was telling us about going to McDonald's and seeing the people, the elderly, senior citizens?
Oh, yeah. He was saying,
what did he say?
Yeah. Some McDonald's will have like on certain days, I don't know what they are, but there's like the old retired guys, right? They go around and have their coffee, sit around all through midday, drinking their refills of coffee. You go in there and talk to them. They probably know somebody that died. No, I don't mean to be so good. I'm joking about that. Bad joke. But no, seriously, talk, hand them their cards if they know anybody that needs to sell their house, or you might make that connection because it might be somebody that's going into a retirement home, or they just did, or whatever. You never know.
I don't know where I heard this from, but somebody was saying something to the effect of standing in the line at a grocery store and someone asked you, how are you? How you doing? And the response was, I'd be feeling better if I could just help somebody in foreclosure or whatever, and somehow got a number and connected. I'm like, wow.
That's great. I mean, that it's such you gotta find a way to tell people what you do. I mean, you do, and maybe in a unique way that people will remember. But for sure, like saying something like that, I mean, that's a great. If somebody asks you how you're doing and you go right into that, they're definitely going to remember that. And if you have business cards to give them or something, but get their information too. That's the main thing. How many times you've given a business card to somebody and they don't call you, right? And you're like, oh, I wish I'd gotten their number.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So make sure you get their number for sure. Any other tips on anything going? Any deals you got going on, or how you got a great deal? Like anybody have a super win they want to share? Not even necessarily a super win. All small wins are wins.
Hmm. Well,
Any lessons learned? Any big lessons learned in the last, let's say, couple weeks?
I'm looking at closing 14 lot mobile home park in Dallas.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Holy cow, dude. Tell me about that.
Well, a good friend of mine that we got a four unit together, and then we're flipping a few houses together. He stumbled on it and got amazing local bank to give us some really good rates. So now I'm looking to raise 150K on the private side.
Yeah.
For 2 years. We're looking at 2 years at 15%. So I think I already got it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I already got somebody that's interested already.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That is phenomenal. Like, so it's a mobile home park. So
Yep.
are they all occupied already?
Yeah, this one is like, so it's city sewer and water, and then they pay everything. And basically we just lease the lots out to them. Basically at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got they got to pay their own bills.
Okay. And then you get the lot rent.
Yep.
The pad rent or whatever they call it there in Dallas.
Yep.
I don't know. That's awesome, man. That's phenomenal, dude. I love hearing things like that. That's great. Anybody else have any wins? And no matter how small you may think it is, you don't have to one up Thunder. That's why they call him Thunder. He brings the thunder.
we know you have some wins, Rich. Come on, share 'em.
Oh.
You look like you just ready to drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
Man, nah, I'm just excited when I make it through a week buying cabinets and flooring and hire contractors that actually show up to do a job. That's always a win.
That is always a win.
And I had forgotten to take this morning. I had to go to my rental this morning to drop off something for my contractor. It was a microwave bracket that I'd forgotten to drop off, and the regular contractor wasn't there, but some other kid was there, and I called him up real quick and said, "Hey, you got this kid working for you?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sick. I'm not gonna be there, but he's there." He's like, or he goes, "Is he there?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that's crazy. He's usually off on Mondays." I was like, "Well, I'm just glad one of you showed up. That's great." So went in and talked to the kid. He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing some painting or whatever today." I was like, "All right, cool. That's awesome." So I was excited. That was a win. That was my win for the day.
See, when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Except I should have had somebody else take that microwave bracket. I needed that. Why did I have that? Why did I have to do that? But especially with one arm, here I am carrying a microwave bracket with, it was fine. I could carry that with one arm. Well, everybody, it's 8:27. Does anybody have any parting words?
I'm calling each and every one of you. So look forward to the call. I want to get to know each and every last one of you, except, Stevie D, Jimmy Dean, and Rich. I know you three.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, let me wrap up. Again, this isn't a sales push. This is just information, letting you know we have our Gateway to Freedom Real Estate Investor Conference this year, October 23rd and 24th here in St. Louis. We already have Vina Jetty lined up. Jamil Dams, you'll be here. Our local Chris Monroe, Christina Aguilera, not the genie in the bottle. She's an amazing systems and processes person. So if you're struggling with systems and processes, this is the person you want to know. I've known Christina as long as I've been doing this, just about maybe a year into it. So 12 years at least. She is freaking amazing. She was here in St. Louis. She and her husband now live out of state, but she's coming back to speak at the conference. So we're super excited about that. And we do have more people lining up, some big names that we're in talks with, bringing them as well. So this should be like these 5 bullet points might be national people that nationally. So we do have tickets available right now at early bird pricing. If you're interested, scan the code or go to G2free.com and get that early bird ticket while you can. But otherwise, anyway, it is 8:29. Does anybody have any parting words they'd like to say? If not, what I do at 8:30 exactly. This is tough for me, but I cut this at an hour. Rich is done at an hour, so I don't sit here and just talk for an hour and a half. I turn off my microphone and turn off my camera and let you all continue networking. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome to drop off. I'll turn off the live so your chit chats won't be live on the YouTube. I'll turn off the live, but I'll keep the Zoom going as long as you need to. But I appreciate you all being here. I'd love to see you next time, again, March 2nd. And drop your name and phone number and email address if you want to in the chat. Otherwise, I will see you March 2nd. Everybody, thanks so much for being here.